Good evening, Mayor, council members, and staff. My name is Phyllis Frey. I'm from Vero Beach, and I've come up here tonight to speak with you at the request of your constituents regarding the legal documents that you've signed with 750, the city being the partner. Assisted by 2 attorneys, we have found that these are legally binding contracts which you are required to implement until and unless you withdraw formally in writing. The Memorandum of Understanding, the Consortium Partnership Agreement, and the Southeast Florida Regional Vision and Blueprint Plan. Under the Memorandum of Understanding, which was signed in 2010 under consent agenda, you are committed to the 6 HUD livability principles which cover all housing and transportation. Section 4 states, 1, quote, you are obligated to work with the 750 Executive Committee established as the overall governing body for the partnership. Number 2, the 750 Executive Committee will control the region, the project, the overall work plan, recommend the selection of staff and consultants, and will retain and provide all direction for the final regional vision blueprint plan, end quote. Section 7 states the objectives as follows. 1, to develop regional compacts and ordinances that will facilitate implementation of the regional vision blueprint plan. 2, develop and implement a toolbox to assist 750 planners in modifying local codes to embrace their vision of the regional vision plan. The 750 Blueprint Overlay will bypass your local ordinances, your local planning and zoning codes, and local decision-making regarding the future development of your community. As you face your own decision of this issue, I thought it might be helpful to provide you with transcripts from public records. These are the verbatim comments made by every publicly elected official in 3 counties and cities, clearly stating their reasons for withdrawing from 750. St. Lucie County, for example, took 6 months of deliberation before making their carefully considered decision to withdraw. Without penalty, they wisely withdrew from 750, thus relieving themselves of all legal obligations. They still have a seat at the table. They still have access to the 750 toolbox and database. They can sit back comfortably and observe the process. If 750 turns out to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, St. Lucie County can always opt back in with no penalty. Opting out guarantees your representative government without risks. Nearly half of all counties and cities thus far have opted out of 750. They include Indian River County, St. Lucie County, Martin County, the city of Port St. Lucie, the city of Vero Beach, Indian River Shores, the town of Orchid, the Metropolitan Planning Organization, the Indian River School Board, and as of last night, Stewart. If you represent your constituents who voted you into office, and I believe that you do, you will support them in their request for you to opt out of 750, and when you do, they will be there to support you. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions.
Questions at this time?
Thank you for the opportunity of public comment. For the past almost year and a half, our organization has attended all of the design charrettes that 750 has given. Their summits, we've attended every joint 750 and Treasure Coast Regional Planning Council meeting, Southeast Florida Regional Planning Council meeting, and South Florida Regional Planning Council meeting, and the Metropolitan Organization. So we've also attended all their open forum meetings. We've looked at their final draft scenario report covering all land use and transportation, comprehensive land use, the subsidiarity matrix report, Sustainable Communities Initiative report, Social Equity Analysis and Opportunity Index for 7 Southeast counties, and the Regional Blueprint Vision report. We've looked looked at their plans and their vision blueprint overlay, which conflicts with your current land uses. Not many people have taken the time that we have. They don't have the time that we have. We're retirees, and to attend and to really understand what is in this plan, because, as you say, the 299-page report is very vague, and that is intentional, just as was intentionally passed under consent agenda. You weren't meant to think that this is anything consequential. You trust your staff to look at documents and sign them, and these documents were designed that way, to look inconsequential. And I really have a problem with that. They primarily call themselves New Urbanism, and the New Urbanism wants compact, mixed-use development that encourages a higher density and intensity of development as the preferred form of development. Of course, we have to ask, preferred by whom? So this high-density population that they want around mass transit is a re-engineering of our communities, and all of the statistics that we have in community preference surveys showing that people do not want this, that we want the choice to develop our own communities the way we want them, that suit our needs. Indian River County is different than you, St. Lucie County is different, and Martin County is different. So we would like to all have a voice in how they're developed, and this is a taking. This is a taking away. So I guess that's just my final comments, whether it's housing or transportation or environment that they use to justify this new kind of new urbanism, which is basically upward sprawl. I don't really see Boca Raton as that kind of place. You have a beautiful community here, and that's no accident. I mean, it's because of your careful planning, but it's your planning. So that's just my final comment. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.